Welcome to Tuesday's Tips and Tales with Cece and Corey live. Hey, we're back.
What's up?
What up?
We're back in basements flooding free.
Okay, so if you saw my tweet last week, I was like, I'm up to my ears in water, and I was. I mean, almost.
I see the watermark.
Aren't they pretty? Yeah.
Well, no, I see the watermark up to your ears.
Anyways, yeah, I had a pipe burst in my basement. It was not a good
Me too.
day. He's always talking about below his pants,
Well, it happens.
That is a guy thing. We are going to talk about guy things
In their
tonight.
pants.
Well, no, maybe. So
Yes.
welcome back. Glad to be here. Sorry we missed you last week, but
I missed
yeah,
you too.
I had like these big burly guys like ripping carpet out of the basement and like sucking water out and all that good
These are
stuff.
big burly men. I'm big burly. I can rip stuff.
Your beard is burly.
At least something manly's on me. That's all
What's
that
that outfit you have on? Show me your shirt.
Do the Jew.
Mountain Dew. He's always got something crazy. And look at that hat. We're riding your motorcycle.
Yo, that's right. Hog, manly, burly.
Right. So how you doing?
Grum, grum.
How are you doing?
Good, you?
I'm good. I'm good. I went up to see a very good friend that I haven't seen in a long time in New York. And by the way, I'm a little sick.
Yeah,
Because,
tell me.
when you're riding around the subway in New York, you catch everything, even though I'm like, hands up, sanitizer,
I bet you caught some things.
and like the air, and yeah. So
Yes,
I'm
New York
gonna-
is, it's like being on, don't you dare breathe on me, dragon lady. I know, in New York, it's when you're in planes, subways, when you're in a confined area, you get everything.
Hi, Ari. How are you, honey? Last
you-
time I saw you, we were
Now, you said you
the Devon Horse Show.
You got a little cold and hepatitis C? Is that what you got up there?
yeah, and everything else.
That's a hell of a weekend.
No.
I want to hear that story.
Everywhere you go, you breathe, and it's like you can't go to New York and
You
not
breathe and you get
sick.
stuff.
Well, that whole subway system.
You breathe and I got a cold and I play the piano better. It's weird.
Anyways, you know what was really cool? So my girlfriend lives on
Alright, give him the hands up.
in Roosevelt Island. Have you been there? It is so cool.
Did you say Roosevelt Island?
Roosevelt Island.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So and they have a tram that brings you back and forth.
Did you call me?
A tramp. But it's a very cool
Hey, if
place.
she brings you back and forth, that's all I need. As long as I get back home.
My nose.
Cheers to her.
I'm gonna sneeze on you if you don't stop. Keep
Don't-
breathing on
Don't
you.
do it, it turns me on.
So anyways, it was a
Is that
fabulous
phlegm?
weekend. Crazy people, like, we're on the subway, and there's this kid with a full-blown Xbox set up in the middle of the walkway on the subway.
Yeah.
Playing Xbox.
Were they tipping him for playing this?
No, he was just in there playing. He had nothing else to do. I guess he was riding the subway, and it was loud, and we're like, what is that?
He's playing on the subway?
Yeah, he is.
In the subway?
In the subway, on
With
a
a TV?
Yeah, like this big. It was huge.
Like, was it like handheld, or was he like,
No,
was
so
there cords?
He had a cord that had the handheld device, and then on the floor was a huge TV on like a stand.
What did that bring his living room into the subway? Was there a small reading lamp?
I
In
don't
case he
know.
passed out?
I've never seen anything like
What
it.
the? That's why I love New York. Nothing in this world compares to New York.
We're watching.
Nothing.
We're watching him, and then all of a sudden I look up as we buzz by a stop. Some guy has a shirt unzipped all the way down, nothing on underneath, and he's doing this
How's it going again?
on his nippers,
One more time.
like out in front of
Tell me
everybody.
exactly what he was doing.
No, pig.
Wait,
Anyway,
let me unzip something else.
have you ever seen anything like that?
Yeah, but New York, of course.
Like, I mean, full on, like, something
saw-
sexual
I
and
saw a guy
nakedness.
puke on a bum while other bum peed on him. I mean, it's like there's nothing I
He
haven't.
did
I have not. I've seen everything in
God.
New York.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
While a goat was clapping. Yay!
Airy.
I mean, there's nothing. You can't. You really can't go to New York and be like, I was really surprised by that. I mean, it's something different, but there's nothing surprises you.
The Xbox, come on.
That guy, that cracks me up. I mean, dude, you can't play at home, literally. Or your parents just gave you like $100 to go back and forth to the subway to stop bothering them until they came back home.
I'm just saying,
That's crazy.
it was bizarre. And you hear, it was so loud, you hear these machine guns, like, and you're like, what is that?
Play
And
some
girls
war game or
screaming. Yeah, it was like,
Oh, he was playing.
I don't know. Some chick was screaming. Sounds like New York.
that carjacking. I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
of it,
that's just what you want to play in New
yeah,
York.
they do. It's a scene where you basically carjack people, you beat them up, and then you take these cars back and get them stripped or something. I don't know.
So we have to do a shout out to London. Holy
Absolutely.
smokes! Again.
And here's the thing we should tie into, because I saw another article today about a girl who at the time I think was 17, and she was dating an 18-year-old guy who I guess for a couple of years had talked about committing suicide. And eventually he did, and the idea is that she's going to court now because she didn't prevent it, she didn't necessarily push him into it, but she was basically saying text like, if you really want to do it, then just do it. Like, stop talking about it and just do it. So he did. Yeah. So she's going to court, not for murder, but for involuntary manslaughter is the charge. And it's a record-breaking case because if this holds up by the, she waived her jury trial, so just the judge. And now the judge is considering whether to put her away for involuntary manslaughter because while she didn't directly contribute to his death, she certainly didn't prevent it. So there's this big thing. So it just ties all in the thing between the thing in Orlando, in Florida, the London, this suicide thing. You should just look out for all the signs.
Australia just had an ISIS.
And Australia just had another one too.
Today.
So look out for all the signs. I mean, of course you want to keep out for terror and things like that, but don't forget your own area, like your family, your friends, people who start showing bad signs. I mean, summer's usually a good time, but we're going to get back into winter again. People get a little depressed, so just keep your eye out, for everything. So just keep your arm around people, throw out hugs. It's getting to that point where rub your nipples, whatever you're going to do.
No.
But seriously, look it out for all that stuff because it's not only just in Europe, it's not just in Australia, it's not just this thing in Massachusetts, Orlando. It's everywhere. It's around you.
ISIS is everywhere.
Spread the love and look out for stuff. Even if it's not spreading love, just look out for family and friends. Like maybe they're showing signs that something's just not going right, and just be there.
I got to tell you, so I'm roaming around, jumping on the subway with my girlfriend, and you're looking around all the time you have to. Because there's a lot of suspicious people. I got on the train to took it out to Secaucus and to pick up my car because the traffic was horrendous coming into the city.
Right.
And there was all these papers behind a seat, and I'm kicking it, looking for like a bomb or something under there. I mean, because there was newspaper. It looked like it was covering something.
Yep, just be vigilant for everything.
So all of our love, support, and prayers to Australia, London. London is just getting hammered.
The families in Orlando. The guy
families in Orlando.
The guy was 1 year from retirement, one of the guys.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible. Because he got fired 2 months ago, and he decided to take it out on his coworkers. Only thing I think he did do that was, everything was just horrific, but it's somewhat decent, I guess, is that there was a person who was a temporary employee who he didn't know, who he told to leave, otherwise he was going to kill them. So at least he spared one person's life, which if you have to look at a positive something, at least that's what you can take away. You don't want to
get anyone mad at work.
That's the thing, you can't prevent that. You can't prevent it.
All you bad bosses out there.
Yeah, be kind to your employees. Be stern but fair.
So there you go. But our prayers are with you guys, and hopefully this just got to end. It's crazy. I think it's going to get worse. So
let's hope not.
We are tonight talking, our last show we talked about manscaping, all kinds of great suggestions.
Cheer them up, ladies and boys.
Cheer them up, big boy. Tonight, big boy.
You know.
I don't know, big boy. Tonight we're going to talk about the ladies. We're going to talk about, and lady manscaping, I call Ladyscaping or landscaping. There are so many options. I remember being, an Italian little girl, and we come out hairy. We have hairy legs and a mustache by the time we're 12. And I remember my mom giving me this cream, and it burnt the crap out of me, but it took the hair off. But I would have this deliberatory cream, and you put it on, and it would be like, burn it, and then like, whew, it's off, but then you'd have a red mark. So back in the day, that was kind of the only option I knew as a young girl. But now there's so many other options. You have waxing, of course, which is my personal favorite. You have threading, sugaring.
Sugaring?
Yeah, sugaring. It's like a product that...
A little sweetener?
It's like a little sugar.
I don't
sugaring to remove hair.
No, I don't need that because I'm sweet enough.
Oh, good Lord. And there is laser electrolysis. Now, the only true FDA approved hair removal is electrolysis. That actually really does. Like I mean, not electrolysis, electrolysis. I'm sorry. Laser, you have to have dark hair and light skin, or you're going to keep coming back. You have to keep going back over and over again. And like I said it in prior, there goes my earring. in prior shows,
I'll grab that for you, but that was awkward.
I've talked about the laser is like taking a rubber band and boink, like close range, like
I know it hurts. Don't have to demonstrate on me. Here, let me rip your face out. Let me show you how bad this is.
So
Put your earring back in.
A lot of women are they definitely groom. Most women I know groom year round. Now, however, there is this trend coming, and I might have talked about it the last time we talked about manscaping, about growing fur again.
Guys getting furry?
No.
Women.
Women getting furry.
Don't get furry.
Here and there, and there's this fur oil.
Don't get furry, but I will say this.
It's supposed to be amazing.
Every woman out there, if your basement is very, because there's some, flooding in those basements, that's okay.
God.
That's okay.
What's wrong with you tonight?
I'll be happy to get a burly guy like myself to come over and check it out.
So women have all these options.
Free estimates.
Of, shaving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shaving. I read that. So I read this article about, you could shave your face, ladies. No.
Never.
Don't do it. Because they're like, there's no proof that, it grows back thicker. It's going to come back coarse. You shave, guys shave, and does it come back soft?
No.
No.
Very nasty.
Comes back very, get away. Ah! So,
that's what you want to hear from a lady. Ew, get away.
So
that's what you know when they're turning around. That's why you keep going.
My personal opinion is Cece says do not shave that face. Now, waxing the face, I had tons of clients that had because as you get older, women, they get that, that shadow of blondish hair.
Little whiskers.
Little whiskers, but really some hair growth, like on the jowls hair. And what's great about it, what I think about the waxing, is once you wax it off, it not only takes the hair out, and it's a very slow growth back, and it diminishes in time the more you do it, it actually exfoliates and takes the dead skin off. So I just call it the 2-in-1 treatment.
Don't you remember that happened with us?
What are you talking about?
When we make that out, and you're like, oh my god, your mustache tickles. I'm like, oh my god, so does yours. Remember that? That was
He
fun.
just never stops. We have to say this every show. We are not an item.
Our mustache tickle each other. It's kind of cute.
Crazy to date him.
That's what you do, is you just tickle each other's mustache when you get
No,
older.
but you know how when, ladies, you're out there, you've kissed a guy who has like a goatee growing in or a mustache or not, it's not soft, you're going to get some fur oil. It hurts.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. And then
Sometimes
you wake
it
up
hurts,
the next day
but
and you
mine's
have...
pretty soft, look at that.
Yeah, but if you're making out, you wake up the next day and your face is
red.
peeling and peeling.
It's a little red. It's not peeling. It's just
for days. It's peeling.
Yeah, but I'm worth it, baby.
Anyway, so ladies, I'd love to hear your stories, what you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as waxing, come on now. We got all kinds of options for downtown, Chinatown here, right down there. You can do the bikini wax.
Doesn't look like Chinatown to me.
Bikini wax.
It's a little low maintenance.
Bikini wax, the landing strip, or the full Monty, I call the Brazilian. Read it in my book. And front door, back door, front to back, just the lips underneath, a little happy trail. Tons of options. On the holidays, a little heart, maybe some sprinkle of like red or pink glitter.
Don't forget the back door, ladies. Trust me.
Yeah.
Don't forget it. And keep that.
The hair gets long there.
Free.
Do you ever look at your...
Yes, because it's disgusting. And it smells. Ladies, we talked about this before. Clean your ass and wax your ass. Please, for the love of God. Doggy style cannot get any more unattractive when you smell it and then you see hair on top of that with maybe a little curly Q in there. Awful. Just get rid of it.
What about guys?
If you want your man down there and all around there all day long, we will be. I will be. We all will be. But you have to tighten up the front and the back, big time. Guys are supposed to smell. We're just nasty people.
No, we talk. We're all right.
I know.
So
I don't smell.
Check
out
last. Check. Yeah,
but
you never smell.
Even if we smell a little bit, we're guys.
Either,
women
right?
need to smell good all the time.
Oh please.
Women don't poop and women don't smell.
But women go down on guys too.
But it's fun down there.
You need to clean that thing up. It smells. It's all sweaty all day and...
Yeah, but we put like some cheesesteak down there to help you out a little bit. Or some fruit in there.
A little kale salad.
Some kale salad. I mean, it's all good. We help you out down there.
Seriously. I think the rules hold true for both. As far as women, the majority of men that I interviewed said they like their women completely bare. Brazilian from poops to poop shoot.
There's certainly a wide audience between way too hairy and then none at all. There's probably a good amount of people. There is sometimes where a little strip is nice.
Well, the little strip,
but also complete shape is nice.
Right. I think you can go back and forth because it grows so fast, especially if you don't get lasered, and that's a nice option to have. And most women don't want to look like a 3-year-old. But a lot of these young women, the millennials are like, there's not a hair on their body.
Millennials? Really?
The millennials. Oh my God, all over New York. You want to choke them. I love them, but you want to choke them. No, it's just a unique. You get the baby boomers. Everybody, there's a generation of what's
going on.
What's annoying about that generation? What you love and embrace about them. So they are hairless. They are hairless.
Mervin.
Hey, Mervin. What does Mervin say there?
If she has any special requests, we reciprocate. There you go. I can live with that.
I like the man who is hey, we're a team. If I'm, going downtown,
but I do it anyway, just in case it does happen. You gotta be prepared.
Who likes to go down there though when stuff is like you gotta?
Oh, it's good stuff down there. I mean, I've never been there, but I heard it's great.
You've never been there. You gotta clean that thing up.
Oh, I gotta clean it up, but I don't like to go near it. I keep it at arm's length.
Well, women, seriously, women don't like to. If you want any action down below the belt, stories below the belt, you've got to clean that thing up. Carry some of those little wipes with you. And if you're like out on a date and you're going to end up at the next,
back baby wipes with me?
Well,
excuse me, I have to go take a poop and do baby wipes at the same time.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Just a little,
oh my God, Corey, you smell like aloe. Mmm.
You'd be surprised. You might get more action down there.
You smell like aloe and shame. Oh, it's so good.
Please. Hey, Jay from Shanghai. I missed Jay last couple times. I love the pictures. Love them. I want to come out there. It looks absolutely amazing, and I love that you're grilling on the Barbie in Shanghai. That's fantastic.
There you go.
Good old American.
Could you grill on the Barbie?
Grill on the Barbie. Isn't that Australian? Did I say that right?
What are you going to grill? Pork fried rice out there? What are you going to grill?
So, Jay, I bet the women in Shanghai, come on, do you know? They hairless? Do they wax? Do they wax? Do they thread? Do they laser? I mean, there are so many options for women, and more laser is very expensive, but...
Do they blow you to do your taxes?
That would be a good day, wouldn't it?
Take 2 SATs and you turn me on.
What's that?
2 SATs and turn me on.
Oh, that's frightening. All right, what's Jay saying there?
Come on down and eat noodles and rice every day. Oh, come on down, because I can't eat noodles and rice every day. That's for damn sure.
Oh, no kidding. That would be... how do they stay so
I do like
skinny?
rice and noodles, but yeah, every day would be tough. Some people do.
And throw a little tofu or edamame in there. Do they eat that?
Edamame's good. Tofu.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Unless you barbecue.
Be a little rough.
So we're going to move on from ladies. Write to me if you have any questions. I've actually in my book in the last chapter. Not only do I throw myself under the book about Brazilian waxing, but also in the final thoughts from the author, Cece, there is great ideas and suggestions on how to get a great wax, painless wax, and how to take care of your magic muffin. You got to do that. You got to pamper that pooch. So there's some great ideas on there and in the book. Check it out. And let's move on.
Well, it's good to take care of your magic muffin, but what about the vagina?
Same thing.
Oh.
Yes, he doesn't get it. I don't know what his deal is. You didn't know what the magic muffin is? So in the book, I have at least...
Calls it a magic muffin?
When I first handed... Was it
only for breakfast?
No. When I first handed in my manuscript and part of one of the chapters in the beginning there, it talks about the different names for the vajayjay. I mean, I think my paragraph was about this big, and there were some ones that the publisher's like, I think you need to tone that down just a little bit. Because some of the names that I threw out there were, they would not have been acceptable to most readers. But you get the little fur burger, and what's your favorite word for the muff?
Gateway to heaven.
Oh my god, that's not name. All right, man. He's so.
You're so weird.
You're so weird.
You're so weird.
So weird. Did you?
Yeah, you're so like fourth
was
grade.
Jade out there?
They make me work every day, and I just talk about women and stuff. Working. That's it. Nothing good.
Jay, did you hear what he just said? Nothing good.
Give me something to work with, Jay.
Jay is a man. I'm sure you've got tons of stories.
So what we got now?
So tonight's show is, to touch on Ladyscaping again, from which we did from our last show 2 weeks ago, and we're good with that. Everybody happy? Right in. I can talk about this more. We're going to move on to cat fights. Cat fights. Right? I know. Ouch. See?
Naked cat. You're in Shanghai.
So, cat fighting. Let's talk about this because it kind of rolls into the dude code.
Is this naked cat fighting?
So women, there is a girl code,
For what?
everything, from, you can't go on a date with like your ex-husband or your ex-boyfriend and this, that.
Doesn't
and
matter in New
all
York
over.
and California.
But, this is what I don't get is women are so hard on each other. And you see it every day and we're like, ladies, let's work together. Let's work. Do you ever see that?
Mm-hmm.
You ever see good cat fight? A little like...
Oh yeah, girls pulling hair,
Really?
pulling them down. Oh.
Was that local or in New York?
It was like, I could barely get my pants down in time. It was brutal. I was
They were fighting over you?
Oh, it was awesome.
Oh my god, seriously. No, you see it in the workplace, you see it
They were trying
in
to,
friendships.
they were both trying to dump me like first. That was what they were fighting over. I dumped them first.
This topic's gonna go nowhere. What are your thoughts on this? Like, don't you think women are really hard on themselves? Like, they're definitely more, men...
I think women tend to be more catty and yell than actually fight, though. It's very rare that I see women fight.
Well,
very rare.
When I
it has to
say...
get to an escalation of, like, mammoth proportions of drunkenness and... But usually it's done, like, with texting and yelling and shaming on social media. It's never really, like, a fight. Guys fight.
Right. So when
Women
we...
just shame you into, like, some sort of eating disorder.
When I chose the subject catfighting, it wasn't really more the physical catfighting. It's how very
catty they are. Yeah,
catty and competitive women are when they should work together. And it's everywhere because, a lot of women are, struggle to beat that class ceiling and to get promoted and get ahead. And then also in friendships, it's like, well, Susie is best friends with Kathy. And then they plan on how to make the other person jealous, and then they're gonna date and have sex with their best friend, and then they're not friends. Like, dudes can do that and still be friends.
But I think a lot with the women, to me, it's circumstances. So can they band together maybe in their 20s because they've got time and they don't need to do what might be right there in front of them. But maybe you get into your 40s and 50s and maybe that's when it gets more catty because maybe they're like...
No.
Because they're...
Girls in college? Did you go to college?
I know, but I'm saying because
high school.
They can band together better in their younger days because they have so much time in front of them. They don't need to get, this guy or that guy or worry about all this kind of stuff. But when you get older, maybe you're saying like, well, maybe I will take that guy even though she dated my best friend or whatever it is. Because I've seen, at least in my knowledge, I've seen women at my age really lose best friends over that situation.
Okay.
I guess maybe they're feeling lonely, maybe they just wanted somebody, and it just happened to be that they knew each other.
We're not desperate. All women are desperate.
No, I'm just saying they run in a lot of the same circles. They don't know a whole ton of guys, and that's when they do the cross-pollination.
All right, so...
Which is bad, because when you have that limited scope of friends, then you start dating within that scope of friends, and it's like almost incestual. And a lot of crossover happens.
Okay. I agree with most of what you're saying. But I have seen it on every level, being a woman.
I mean, sure, it could happen.
Like in college, in high school,
sure.
These local high school girls, oh my goodness, they are like, I hear stories and I'm floored about what they do with the high school boys, how they compete amongst each other. And in sports, I agree. Like in sports in high school, it's definitely more of a teamwork. And then as you get older, you're a little more competitive because then, you know, the younger ones are performing better. But in a general all consensus, there is definitely like one person who is kind of the leader. And then you have all these followers, and then you have the followers of the followers. These are women.
Gotcha.
And what they do is they compete to be the best friend of that person in the middle, or
the alpha girl.
The alpha girl, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But so when they really should be kind of working together, like so you find that when you go out, if it's a party or a wedding or a bar or a club, if you're a group of attractive women, take it by storm, like conquer and divide, right? Because not every guy is going to be attracted to, like, say, the brunette or the blonde or the redhead or whatever. Conquer and divide. You know, so nowadays, from my clients have said they'll go out on these dates as a team.
Mm-hmm.
And if the guy doesn't like one or the girl doesn't like the other, they're like, my friend's here. You could totally go out with her.
Okay.
So I think there's a little more confidence as an older woman to be like, you know what? He floats my boat. No, he doesn't. You don't know that, though.
No.
All right. So, but women do end friendships over, not like men. Women do end friendships over situations that are competitive in nature, and I don't know why they do that. I have no idea why they do that. You know, every little thing.
In high school and college, it's very difficult. The peer pressure, the ease to fit in, the shaming. It's times a million in high school, and probably times 500,000 in college. It gets a little better in college, we mature a little bit, but high school, it's brutal. It's brutal time.
Oh, high school is brutal. Like,
you get through high school, and you get very well adjusted through high school. I think you're going to make it fine in life. But high school is definitely the marker of, like, it is so. Now with social media and all the phones and everything, it's way different than when we grew up.
You know, videotaping,
sexting. When you're like 13.
Yeah, and then like pictures
it's terrible.
Of like these kids are sending pictures of their junk to like other people.
And now they're doing the revenge porn, where these guys are now posting. If women send them stuff, if they break up and she's really bitchy about it, they're putting it all online for all their boys to see. So now she has to walk around in high school, everybody knowing what she looks like naked. Yeah. So be careful. Tell your parents out there, tell your kids, be careful.
You have to pay attention to your children because this shit's going on.
Because she's going to send, or he's going to send something that's going to be all over social media, and you can never take it back. Once it's out there, it's out there forever.
And the girls are doing it, you know, too. Mm-hmm. They're like, well, she stole my boyfriend, or she ended up in bed with my boyfriend, and then they start, you know, there's this video, you know, technology war between every site from Instagram to, I don't know, some of the other ones. Snapchat.
Well, the Snapchat's the big one with the kids. Yeah. Kids really love the Snapchat because they think it goes away, but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
You can snap a picture of that picture.
Away. Yeah. None of this stuff goes away.
So.
And you know, it starts young. So, but these women are very competitive, and you know, and you're right. Even as women get older and they're single, you know, and everyone's on the dating site. So for instance, you live in a 30-mile radius town, and you have girlfriends that are single in town, right? And you're all on Match, or I learned this new one, Bagel and Coffee, or Coffee Meets Bagel, or something like that. And I know, it's cute. But, you know, Our Time,
it's cute. Or we need a cute dating
I don't know, Bumble, or whatever. So you're all, you know, the girls are out, and you're like, oh, who'd you like connect with this week? And like, wait a minute, I went out with that guy. You can't go out with that guy. And then all of a sudden, it's like
you start narrowing down your choices.
I know,
right.
but then there's the weird thing, like, well, did you sleep with that guy? And then you have a date with that guy, and then you're like, I'm totally not going out with that guy because one of my friends slept with that guy. So, and vice versa. So I hear all this every time I go out. These girls are on these apps, and women on these apps, and everybody's like comparing dates. Dudes, pick a girl because you know they're gonna run out of resources. But then the girls are like, "Hey, that's a girl code. You can't do that." And I'm like, "Well, how do you end that?" And they're like, and the girls are talking. They're like, "Well, you have to have a girl code. You kind of have to get permission." I'm like, if you're not dating the guy, just go for it.
There you go.
Right?
And by the way, I would never sell the naked pics you sent me. Never. Never.
Everybody do not listen to him. He's cray-cray.
Me?
Have you ever sent your junk to anyone?
Never.
He's so full of it. Yeah, you have. Come on.
It always looks black. That's what I say. It's like, why is it so big and black? I said, I know that's the way it goes. You know, sometimes you just turn out a little different.
Good Lord. So,
I got a little West African in me.
He wishes.
All the way, and
so the whole cat fight topic tonight, I just wanted to touch base on it because I see it everywhere. Every time I travel, you know, I was in New York, and it's like there's just this competition of women. And so, you know, you go to these restaurants and they're in the bathroom and they're just like, you know, and they're fighting over men and they're talking about their jobs and, never steal, there are women out there that will actually go behind their girlfriend's back at work just to get ahead. Team. You don't think that? No, seriously.
No, I know.
I've seen it. I saw it when I was in the corporate world. It was crazy.
Unless someone offered like $1 million and I would take the pictures that you sent me.
Everybody, do not listen to him. He's losing his mind. And I'm losing my voice.
You are.
I am. I have that Demi Moore voice.
So what else we got tonight?
Tonight, so we're going to go to the dude code.
The dude code. Wow.
Tell me what you think the dude code is. Come on, guys.
The dude code is that there is no dude code. We don't talk
Oh,
about
no,
the dude
there's
code.
a dude code.
We don't talk about the dude code.
There is...
First word of dude club is you don't talk about dude club.
There is a dude code. First of all, you definitely never, ever, ever sleep with your friend's ex, correct?
Never. Well, a buddy of mine did.
Really? Are still friends?
Those guys are now friends again, only because he's not dating that girl anymore. But they were not friends the entire time that he was dating her. And here's the thing: it was a little weird. I mean, he dated her for a little while, but it wasn't a long time. He said he really liked her, and he just asked him politely to not date her. He's just like, it's just we dated for a little while, just appreciate it. And the guy just said okay, and he still dated her. So those guys definitely got a little tiff, but as I said, it's I don't know if it's bro code, but it's something where it's a matter of respect, but you probably wouldn't.
So when you run into one of your bros,
Right.
you can't hug him first,
Why?
You have to do the handshake, then the hug.
I've done full hug.
Really?
Oh yeah.
How about you guys? You guys do
No
full
problem,
hugs? No? No hug comes without a pat on the back after. You do that, you're like, yo, bro.
You gotta do the pat on the back.
You gotta do the pat on the back.
Women, you kind of rub in the back a little bit and unhook your bra. But guys, bro, you gotta pat on the back. It's definitely.
Do you ever get it off the first clip?
Oh yeah, I've done 3 in one shot.
I gotta give credit
With
to
this
the
one?
guys who can just like touch the bra and it goes bing.
This one has 3. I did it all in one shot, but 3.
Come on.
That was tough. But I've also struggled with just 2 because I don't know what it is, but there was like
depends on the bra type.
It was like I don't know what kind of bra she had, but this thing was like barely holding on for life, and I was like. I was in there with just like a monkey wrench trying to get this thing off. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
It'd be fun to come up
Go
with
one size larger, won't kill you.
It would be fun to come up with a bra where a guy couldn't get it off.
I don't know. That's never happened.
That would be hilarious.
Although
and they're like
I will
struggling.
admit this. A girl in college, I brought her back to my room. Largest balloons you ever saw in your life. Oh my God. I don't know how they stayed airborne. But anyway, we're going at it. Do the old reach around, and usually I was good with the left because I can go left or right. I was pretty good. God, I gotta say. But this one I went left, and I don't know what it was. She had like 17 hooks. I don't know what it was, and there was like lasps and claps, and there was a duct tape on it or something. There was no way this thing was coming off without a lot of.
That's because they would fall to the floor.
And so this is the best part. So I'm trying to unhook the bra. I'm working like a madman. Now, what's even worse. I got to bring righty in with lefty because now I got to get 2 hands.
How did you get him around the big bazoombas?
It was all I could do. I could barely beat at the end. It was like We Are the World. We had to I think this extra guy came in to help me with the other side. Anyway, I'm trying to go around.
Why did you use your teeth?
I always use a chainsaw. I'm like, I was like, this is not coming off. I don't care what. This is not coming off. She had this duct tape.
Did you do the motorboat?
I think she had it glued on. I don't know what.
Motorboat?
So anyway, I'm trying to get this thing off.
Don't answer me.
And she interrupts me. I'm like in this thing kind of going, just doing what I can. She interrupts me and goes, oh, just let me do it. They should teach a course on this thing. I was like, how often does this happen tonight, let alone like in your lifetime? Teach a course on this? How many guys have had trouble with your bra that now you have to say this to me? Obviously, a lot of guys have had trouble back here, but how many that she's like, they should teach a course on this thing? My God. Like, I have to take it off again?
Well, it was probably, if she had big balloons, she probably had a serious, like, corset bra.
That means a lot of dudes could not take off her bra, which means I was in a long line of dudes trying to get a bra off.
She should be a little more forgiving.
This was my sophomore year in college. You figured, by now she shouldn't have that many suitors.
See, and that is why he is the way he is.
Scarred me for life. Scarred me for life.
But the question is, did you motorboat those big boobs?
Oh, we had a hell of a time. Once we got it off, it was all business. But I mean, it was just a little awkward until that moment of like, let me just do it, jeez. I'm like, okay.
She probably was like, I gotta get this
then
over with quick.
I couldn't get her pants.
You couldn't get her pants
because the jeans were so. She was not a big girl, but she was thick, but she was tight. She was like this, like she worked out, but she's got these huge balloons, and she was tight. She worked out. She was really like muscular. I'm trying to get these jeans. I'm sitting there yanking, nothing.
Well, back then, you'd have to lay
super
on the
tight,
bed.
like she had the super tight acid wash jeans, like super tight. Oh my God, I was like, all right, you just go ahead and do it.
We used to lay on the bed to slide our jeans on.
Did you do the whole thing with the hanger and the zipper up just to get the zipper up?
Not the hanger. I mean, I wasn't that tight. Because you used to get yeast infections doing that. Yeah.
Yeast infections.
Because the jeans were so tight. It was disgusting. So no, I left some room.
Is that a bagel?
No. All right, so the
yeast infection.
Dude codes. No urinal encroachment. You ever been in a urinal?
Gotta have at least
and
one
the guy
urinal
is like close to you? Have you ever had that happen?
Oh yeah. I've had where there's 5 urinals and I'm on the end and he comes right next to me. I'm like, dude, really? You got 4 other ones.
No urinal encroachment.
That's why I usually go stall.
Yeah.
But then you have the other guy who walks in with you and then locks it, and then you're in big trouble.
And you cannot tinkle, pee, or whatever you call it, in a short urinal. Have you ever done that?
In a short urinal?
You know the little ones? Yeah.
I was going that one. I like that one.
Oh my God, do you actually get it in?
I have to like, lay it in there and stuff. It's tough.
And no loud penis slapping. Shaking.
Who does penis shaking?
Shaking. Well, when you have to shake it off.
We all shake it up, but nobody. It's not loud. It's not there's like a bell on it. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I mean, what the hell do you think we're doing in there?
I'm just telling you, my research. This is what came up. This is what they did.
No, loud dipshit. Who are loud
Someone
dipshits?
must be slapping it and like trying to get it all off. I don't know. This is the research.
There's no bell on. I mean, there's no way.
That's all I'm saying. No dance classes.
Guys don't
with
go
a
to
chick. Yeah.
No
dance classes.
If it's early on in the relationship, and that's the only way you're getting in the pants, you gotta do what
Have
you
you
gotta
ever
do.
curled up in bed and read a book with a woman?
I don't know if I've ever read a book with one. That's a good one.
You've only turned the clicker on.
Yeah, I usually do that. Like, how's that War and Peace?
No
Good?
book.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and watch Seinfeld for the 40th time.
And guys, if you have unisex, if she has unisex clothing, do not put it on. Even though she says it's unisex. But it happens all the time.
What's unisex?
You're kidding, right?
You and I sex? Of course.
No. Oh my God. Get him away. Oh, he's not. That's it. We're
You
done.
and I sex.
No show. He keeps saying this.
You and I sex? I won't
We
turn
are
that
not
down.
an item.
I won't turn you and I sex down.
No dating your friend's girl before, during, or after their relationship. Guys have done that though. They've fooled around with.
Yeah. I've had friends who did that though.
And they're friends after, right?
Yeah.
See, guys can do that. Chicks, I'm going back to the chick fighting thing. Chicks cannot do that. If that happens during a relationship, she's dead to me.
What if it's just a side chick?
That's what they
You
say.
date a side chick?
No. Well, if you do, your bro cannot give up the goods.
True.
Because some bros will do that to get in with their bro's girl. Right? And if you know a guy, a girl, for... if you know a guy, you meet a guy for 24 hours or longer, you cannot date his girlfriend. If it's before 24 hours, free game.
If you don't know a guy, you can date his girlfriend.
Right, so say you meet some guy at a bar, and within like 3 hours, the girlfriend wants you. It's free game. After 24 hours, no, that's like breaking the dude code. Yep.
All right.
Have you ever never asked, hey, I'll have a brewski?
Never.
Have you ever done that? There's so many guys out there.
I think I may punch you in the throat if you're a girl if you ask for that.
No colored straws, little umbrella drinks. You ever have those?
I think I've had an umbrella drink in the Bahamas. Yeah.
Drinks named after movie characters.
Oh, if somebody orders me like a
Sylvester
Vin Diesel, I'm doing it.
Really?
That's manly.
What?
And Arnold Schwarzenegger?
A lot of people drink Arnold Palmer's, right?
I've had those.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all good. It's not a movie character. He's a golfer, which might be gay or I don't know.
And you're not allowed, guys. I know you do this because you get drunk in the bar, but you'll say shots for everyone, and then the guy doesn't buy them.
Who does that?
Oh, it's everywhere. I've seen it. And then they don't buy them. So if you're gonna commit to shots, you're buying, right?
I guess so.
Yeah. All right. So in the gym.
Right.
And this is on apps, by the way, too. There are like pictures of guys. They take pictures of themselves doing this without a shirt in the mirror in the gym, or they're standing in the gym and they're like,
yeah,
totally can't do that.
Okay.
Would you do that?
If I had muscles.
You would stand in front of the mirror by yourself in the whole gym and do this.
Just staring at myself, loving myself.
No, you wouldn't. Come on, Jay, would you do that? Kenan, come on, guys. Mervin, would you be standing in a gym with all kinds of people around, like doing the muscles? I wouldn't. I'd be like, loser dude.
All right, go ahead.
How about group stretching? You ever see two guys at the gym stretch each other?
Yeah, you can't do that.
You cannot do that. I have seen it. And
that's another throat punch if that happens.
That is disgusting. Seriously.
Can't have that happen.
And
hell
then,
yeah? Wait a minute. Hell yeah for what?
Kenan.
Oh, well, he stared at himself in the mirror, so he stared at himself in the mirror.
Come on, Kenan. You stare at yourself at the mirror at the gym?
How about group stretching?
What does Jay say?
Jim, what's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, Jay. He's like, I'm too busy with my rice and my noodles. I can't go to the gym.
So, I play a lot of tennis.
No group stretching. There you go.
Yes, no group. Like, you see these guys and they're spreading their legs and like leaning in and they're like on top of each other. It's disgusting.
All right.
But not as disgusting as... So I play tennis, and especially when it's outdoor season. These guys, and they are not in good shape, and they're old, and they are like got bellies up here. They get off the court and they take their shirt off to change and put on a dry shirt. So you're standing there, and there's like a naked like barrel of whiskey, like huge, and they do that, and then they like lay down and stretch each other. It's just.
Well, why are you watching?
They are playing tennis. How can you not?
Well, how do you play tennis like this?
It's sort of like you watch things that are uncomfortable. You're like, haven't you been there?
All right, 40th. Holy God. Hold on, Marge. Let me just check this guy out with his barrel chest and his hairy back.
How about the guys who are in the gym and they're wearing those toe shoes? Have you ever seen them?
No.
Oh, so bad. They're like they look like socks, like toe socks, but they're shoes.
Don't watch them. Don't.
Oof. Okay. We're going to talk about farting.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot deny it, guys. It's bro code. You got to own up to it, right? Yeah. I don't even think I know. Some guys will be like, "Oh, I didn't do that." I'm like, "Well, you're like the only guy here, so."
I think the idea is that all the guys will always own up to it if it's all amongst guys. But if there's women in the mix, they will never own up to it. That's the whole idea.
Who's it?
It's Marina.
Hey, Marina. How are you, honey? How's Florida? So, in reference to farting, passing gas, flatulence, whatever you want to call it,
so
you can't force it either. And a lot of people do. They're like, hey.
You force it. Yeah, here's the thing. Farting amongst guys, you can force it, you can talk about it, you can own up to it, as long as it's all dudes. But if there's a woman in that mix, I'm telling you, if there's a woman in the mix, then they'll deny it.
This is not from a woman's standpoint. This is from dude to dude.
I think they're talking about all guys then.
So yeah, no, we're totally talking about all guys. So when I researched all this is like guys to guys. This has nothing to do with women.
Is it alright to fart in front of a woman?
You're not supposed to like talk about it like it's an art. Like,
can you Dutch oven a woman? Is that okay?
The Dutch oven. Oh my God, I've had that done to me. Oh.
There's nothing like doing that and then trying to have sex right after that.
That's
Dutch
disgusting.
oven. Oh, it's so hot. The smell stink right on her.
It's disgusting.
Yes.
So you go under the covers after you do that to a girl?
I force her under there, let her smell it, and then she's got a good smell of it, then I go right for the sex. I'm like, yeah, let's do it right now.
I'm so not.
While the fumes are still ruminating through her nose.
People, this is why he is still single.
And I put my armpit like right in her nostril.
40-something and still single. Yeah, women.
They love it. They love it.
They do not like it.
Oh my god, they're like, give me more.
They don't. You're crazy. So on actually a different note, as far as men and the man code, you always help your dude move.
Right.
Your bro, right? No, like bachelor party. What happens on the bachelor party stays on the bachelor party, right? Yeah. Rizzo, what the heck? I have been calling and texting you. Are you alive? What's going on, big boy? Miss you, honey. You missed, we just talked about, no urinal encroachment, owning up to your flatulence, dude code. If you have any ideas of other dude codes, we'd love to share it from you. You cannot date your friend's ex, ever. Right?
Ever?
Well, maybe unless you get permission. If you get permission from the dude to date his ex, right? That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. But if you do it behind their back, forget about it. You're breaking the man code. Totally.
Could be it.
Man's got to repay his debt. That's another man bro code thing. If your bud either gets fired or gets a breakup.
And no deets on bachelor party?
Yeah, you can't. Meaning, bachelor parties, what happens because if you go outside that circle and you spread the details on it, it's going to get back to somebody you don't want to.
Everybody's dead.
Everything, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so true. And a wingman, you always, even if you don't want to be a wingman, if your dude is your bud says, I need a wingman, you have to do it. You have to. You can't say no. You cannot screw a friend out of a job.
Yep.
That's just bad. Right? Have you ever had that happen?
Nope.
That's good. Because you're a comedian, funny guy.
Yeah. I mean, there are people that talk shit behind your back, so there's always stuff that you never know about, but nothing to my face.
So, you talk about, you share rounds at the bar. Have you ever been where one guy won't buy any rounds?
This guy Chad. We actually went to a bar. My buddy buys the first round. I buy the second round. He conveniently goes to the bathroom and then is on the other side. Goes to the other side of the bar.
No.
This swear to God it happened. We walk into the bar. We're there for an hour already. So he buys a round, then I buy a round. There's three of us. He then goes to the bathroom, goes to the other side of the bar, buys himself a drink, comes back, and be like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "Really? You bought yourself a drink?" He's like, "Oh, you guys wanted one?" I'm like, "I saw you go around the other side of the bar to buy yourself a drink, dude." And then he's like, I'll get a next round. And we're like, "We're thirsty now. Buy us a round now." He's like, just give me a minute. Let me just finish this. I'll be right back. It was always that guy.
Violation.
Never, ever bought a round.
Total violation of the dude code. Why do you guys keep buying him drinks then?
And he's the worst part is he got hot chicks. I don't care. I don't know how he got these chicks when he was so fucking cheap. It was brutal. Always avoided buying around. Always.
Is he good looking?
Yeah, he's a good looking dude.
So he's getting the good looking girls and they're buying him the drinks.
Probably, because he was so cheap and poor.
There.
Josh just says, "I'm here, baby, and busy, but having way too much fun."
Aw, I'm so glad you're having fun. He's an old college buddy.
But also that you buy your bud drinks when he gets breakup or fired or something like that.
Yeah, you totally do, right? You do that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course.
I hope everybody does that.
No cock blocking, of course.
Totally.
I've had that happen to me so many times.
I bet it's easy to do it to you.
Guys do it. You say that a million times. Guys.
I think guys do
Guys will do it now, past, present, future. It happens all the time.
I think sometimes the guys do it for fun, just to irritate their friend.
One of my good friends from college, who's now my ortho guy, because I can break stuff all the time, and he hits me all the time. Now he's married with kids, but we talk about this all the time. He still denies it. That guy cock-blocked me at least 6 times. At least 6 times. And in 3 different states. 3 different states. One was in California, one was in Florida, one was in New York. And not even including Philadelphia.
He's friends with him?
Oh, he's my ortho guy.
Oh.
He did these rotations, and there was this girl in California he blocked me, there was a girl in Florida he blocked me, and a girl in New York he blocked me. 3 different states, probably 6 different times. This guy was notorious for blocking him.
So what's his deal?
Because he thought he was way better looking than anybody else in the world. So he thought, if this woman is interested in me or somebody else, there's no way that should happen.
Is he hot?
He's definitely an attractive guy.
Is he single?
No, he's married with kids. I just told you that.
I wasn't listening. I was focusing on
for 4 times. He's a married doctor with a wife and kids. And he's
I just heard
now.
doctor and hot.
Yeah, he's a doctor. He's hot. And that's why chicks dig him. But now he's married with kids, so now it's all shut down.
Doctor and hot. All right. And you know what? You always have your friends back.
Yeah, always.
Totally. You know, and I think, you know, from a girl's perspective, a woman's perspective, I think that happens quite a bit. Sometimes a little overboard.
Overboard, yeah.
Yeah. So there is a dude code, and
Abide by it.
Yeah, and you know, ladies, I think that's like something to be said for us to look at how, you know, the dudes behave.
Right.
You know, we're out there trying to compete against each other when we should be competing against them. We should be like a team, a force of one.
Yeah, screw him. Don't give him sex and stuff.
Yeah. And he would be saying, all of you, just come to me.
Just come.
Just come and get naked.
You know, instead of competing against each other, just all come to my place. It's just all 5 of us will work this out.
Free group love.
We'll just do naked yoga and we'll just work it out. Or namaste.
Namaste. So we talked a little bit tonight about definitely ladyscaping, how to keep everything trimmed tight and clean under the chassis from pubes to poop shoot and everywhere in between.
Don't
we
forget
get
the poop shoot.
God, he's such
Don't
a
forget that.
It's the backdoor man. You know, hair everywhere.
It
You know,
is.
how about like if you ever gone out with a woman who has like really hairy armpits?
Yes.
You like that?
She was Australian.
You liked it.
Didn't love it, but it happened.
Right. Has anyone?
We made out in the Grand Canyon.
You made out in the Grand Canyon?
Just spit all over me? What the hell was
No,
that?
I did
I
not.
have all your germy, nasty
Oh my
hepatitis
God,
C
this
stuff.
is so crazy. He's just
Maybe
making
use
up.
condoms next time. I don't
He's
forget
making
that.
up stuff now.
Spit in those stuff.
I did not.
Oh my God! If your
So what
DNA
is
came out
Joe?
of your thing.
Hey, what's he saying?
If he's got a plane mile high, cool.
Oh, Joe does have a plane. How many times have you done the mile high? Too many to count. I've never done that. We talked about this before.
You do have to get like a private jet and do the Mile High Club. I guess you
Yeah,
can do that.
because now, I mean,
It
probably...
would cost you like, what, 5-10 grand to get the Mile High Club? It's a lot of dough just to get the Mile High
Joe,
Club.
that's a great new business.
I could probably do that though.
Really?
Sure.
You gotta work some turbulence in though.
As you get older,
A couple like dives down and up.
you know, get your
Right.
girlfriend to be like, let's go. I mean, it's worth 5-10 grand, especially when you retire. I mean, what else? You can't take it with you.
You better, if you retire, you better have the little blue pill with them.
Oh, please, I'm doing like 40. We're doing it the whole way. 5-hour trip. We get that 4-hour erection. 4 out of 5 hours, we're nailing
And
each other.
actually, there was a focus group of guys I was talking to, and one of the guys said that he would take one of those pills and have an erection for 3 days. Not straight, but like the effects of the pill could linger through 3 days.
So you just get random erections?
Yeah, well, it worked when he wanted to. He didn't have to take one a day like everybody else.
Oh, okay.
He could have the lingering effects. I'm like, really? How does that work? Because I always thought it was just like a 4-hour thing.
I'm waiting until I'm 50. Then I'm going to start
That's
calling.
like soon.
Soon? It's a long time away. Crazy witch. Alright, anyway.
What's Joe saying?
You both are great.
Aw,
We are.
love you, Joe. Joe, it's Newport season. A bunch of us are going up.
There you go. Alright, so,
Alright.
wrapping it up.
We're wrapping it up tonight. We're
Thank
glad
you,
to be
guys.
back. Thank you. Next week, same
Remember,
time.
flooded
same-
basements, ladies, can be a good thing, but it can sometimes can be a bad thing. But
I know.
mostly it's good. In your case, it was not good.
No, I missed last week's show because I had a flooded basement, so it was horrible. But ladies, keep doing what you're doing and looking beautiful.
Looking
but let's
good.
work together, and instead of constantly competing against each other, because we are the stronger sex. And men, love the bro code because you
Embrace
do. I wish women had that similar type of code, and maybe we'll get there someday where everything's a little bit easier and no
Yeah, code.
encroachment on the urinal.
There you go.
All right, everyone, we love you. Thank you for joining us. It's been a lovely evening,
Don't forget.
and we will see you.
Next week, Corey Alexander, so Corey Alexander.net. Don't forget to check it out. Email me if you come to a show.
Yes.
Just had great shows at the Valley Forge Casino again.
Where was it?
I know, but it was summertime. It was good. It was very good. The audiences were actually awesome,
What was
but
that?
it wasn't as full as the other one show. It was this past week.
You can let me
So
know.
yeah, we'll let you know. But yes, come out, check out CoreyAlexander.net. Come see a show. Email me anytime. I'll get you free tickets.
And on another note, more importantly, sorry, I'm going to be on the Lolo Show this Friday. Look out for my tweets and my Facebook posts. But I'm going to get one-on-one candid with the one and only Lolo. And we have lots of really great things to talk about. Chick talk, chick night.
Yeah, there you go.
So look out for my tweets, my posts. I will be sending out some fabulous pictures and enjoy. It's fantastic. It's awesome. It's the men. You're going to love it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See you next week.
Tips and Tales with Cece and Corey live. We will see you next week. Love you guys.